यहाँ की खूबसूरती इतनी यूनिक है कि हॉलीवुड की आधी वेस्टर्न फिल्में यही शूट हुई है, लेकिन ढेरों ये आग कहाँ से
The figure suddenly lost balance and crashed landed nearby.
37 minutes ago, construction workers in Ohio unearthed something that shouldn't exist. A stone tablet, written in ancient Hebrew, buried beneath American soil for over 2,000 years. But it's what the inscription says that has Homeland Security scrambling. The words match exactly what appeared in the sky over Texas just 3 hours earlier. And according to biblical timeline, this combination of signs means we have less than... Wait, look at what just happened in Florida. This changes everything. The tablet was found 40 feet beneath Columbus, Ohio. Construction halted immediately. The foreman's hands shook as he brushed away 2 millennia of dirt. The Hebrew inscription glowed faintly in the morning light, not metaphorically, actually glowed. 3 witnesses filmed it before officials arrived and confiscated every phone. But one video survived. The inscription reads, "When the eagle's wings fail, the serpent rises from beneath." Ancient Hebrew, authenticated within hours by 3 separate universities before they were told to stop talking. The same message that appeared in cloud formation over Dallas yesterday, letter for letter, symbol for symbol. How does a 2,000-year-old warning end up buried in American heartland? Who put it there? Why now? The construction site sits exactly 40 miles from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the same base where witnesses report seeing 3 unmarked helicopters landing just minutes after the discovery, the same base that went on sudden lockdown at 4:17 a.m. this morning. Local police won't comment. The construction company's phone is disconnected. The workers who found it? Nobody's seen them since. But this tablet isn't just ancient history, it's the first domino. Because 12 minutes after its discovery, 7 more states reported finding identical stones, all glowing, all carrying the same impossible message. What happened next sent shockwaves through Washington. The sky above America is screaming warnings nobody wants to hear. It started 3 weeks ago in Phoenix. A perfect circle of darkness appeared at noon. Not clouds, not smoke, darkness with edges sharp as knife blades. Inside that circle, witnesses saw something that made grown men fall to their knees. A figure of light, arms outstretched, facing downward toward the city. It lasted 40 seconds, then vanished. The news called it a reflection, a weather balloon, mass hysteria. But Sarah Martinez, a nurse driving home from her shift, captured it perfectly on her dash cam. The footage shows something else entirely. The figure's mouth was moving, like it was speaking or warning. Phoenix was just the beginning. 2 days later, Mobile, Alabama, the entire eastern sky turned blood red at 3:33 p.m. Not sunset red, blood red. Thick, viscous-looking clouds that seemed to pulse with their own heartbeat. Hundreds of witnesses, dozens of videos. The meteorologist said it was Saharan dust, but Saharan dust doesn't pulse. It doesn't form words in ancient Aramaic that translate to "judgment comes." Then came the mathematically impossible. Over Chicago, clouds formed numbers, not vague shapes you might interpret as numbers, actual perfect digits, 777. They held formation for exactly 7 minutes. Weather experts scrambled for explanations, temperature inversions, pressure systems, anything but the obvious, that something beyond nature was writing in the sky. But here's what they didn't report, what you won't find in mainstream coverage. At the exact moment those numbers appeared in Chicago, identical formations manifested over 6 other cities: Los Angeles, Houston, Philadelphia, Phoenix again, Seattle, Boston, all documented, all showing 777, all lasting exactly 7 minutes. The book of Revelation mentions 7 repeatedly: 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls of wrath. But there's something else about that number that should terrify every American. It's the number of completion, the number that signals the end of waiting and the beginning of judgment. Dr. Michael Harrison, atmospheric physicist at MIT, went on record, saying, "In 40 years of studying weather patterns, I've never seen anything that violates physics like this. Clouds don't form perfect geometric shapes across multiple time zones simultaneously. They just don't." He retracted his statement 12 hours later, His university claimed he was suffering from exhaustion. But the sky signs intensified. Last Tuesday, above Denver, witnesses described a sound like a massive trumpet echoing from the clouds. No storm, no wind, just that soul-shaking sound that made birds fall silent and dogs howl in terror. The frequency, when analyzed, matched the exact harmonic mentioned in Joshua when the walls of Jericho fell. Security cameras across the city captured people stopping mid-stride, looking up, some dropping to their knees in prayer. The sound lasted 90 seconds, then silence so complete that it felt like the world had stopped breathing. The Denver airport, already surrounded by conspiracy theories, immediately grounded all flights. They claimed technical difficulties, but 3 pilots broke protocol and reported the truth. Their instruments had gone haywire, magnetic north had shifted, their compasses spun wildly. For 90 seconds, navigation was impossible. What force could disorient the entire magnetic field over a major city? Yesterday brought the most disturbing sign yet. Over Washington, D.C., clouds formed a massive eye. Not a hurricane eye, an actual eye, complete with iris details, pupil, and what witnesses swear were tears. It lasted for 3 minutes. Then representatives in session reported the lights in the Capitol building flickered in rhythm with the eyes blinking. 7 congressional members independently reported the same sensation, being watched, being judged, being found wanting. The pattern is accelerating, the signs are converging, and what's happening to the Earth itself makes the sky signs look like gentle whispers, because deep beneath American soil, something ancient has awakened. The Earth beneath America is moving in ways that violate every law of geology. It started in Yellowstone, not the supervolcano everyone fears, something worse. The Earth began breathing, literally, rising and falling in perfect rhythm, 6 inches up, 6 inches down, every 33 seconds, like massive lungs beneath the surface.
Park rangers measured it, filmed it, then were ordered to delete everything. But tourist cameras captured what happened next. Geysers that had been dormant for centuries suddenly erupted. Not with water, with mud black as oil, temperature readings off the scale, and a smell witnesses described as sulfur mixed with decay. Old Faithful, reliable for generations, stopped completely. Just stopped. As if something had corked it from below. Dr. Jennifer Walsh, senior geologist at the park, recorded one statement before disappearing from public view. This isn't volcanic activity. The magma chamber hasn't moved. Something else is causing this. Something that shouldn't be possible. Then came the sinkholes. Not random collapses, precise geometric patterns. Perfect circles opening across 7 states in 7 days. Each exactly 70 feet across, each exactly 70 feet deep. Each containing the same thing at the bottom. Ancient stones arranged in symbols that predate known civilization. In Louisiana, a sinkhole opened beneath a church during Sunday service. The congregation evacuated moments before the floor collapsed. At the bottom, investigators found an altar, not a Christian altar, something older, covered in markings that match tablets found in ancient Babylon. Markings that translate to one phrase: the seal is broken. But Florida delivered the most terrifying discovery. Off the coast near Pensacola, the seafloor is collapsing. Not eroding, collapsing. Sonar reveals vast chambers opening beneath the ocean bed. Chambers that shouldn't exist, that couldn't exist, unless they were carved, unless they were waiting. Marine biologists detected something else. Water temperature above these chambers dropped 20 degrees instantly. Fish fled in massive schools. Dolphins beached themselves rather than swim near these zones. And deep-sea cameras captured shapes moving in those chambers. Large shapes, geometric shapes, shapes that responded to the cameras by moving toward them before the feeds cut out. The Mississippi River changed course overnight, not gradually over decades as rivers do, overnight. Residents in 3 towns woke to find the river had moved a mile east. The old riverbed, bone dry, but covered in dead fish arranged in patterns, spirals, circles. symbols that repeat in ancient texts about judgment. Seismic equipment across the nation detected something unprecedented last Thursday, a pulse from the Earth's core. Not random tectonic movement, a rhythmic pulse, like a heartbeat. But this heartbeat spelled out a pattern. When converted to audio, it matched ancient Hebrew chants about the day the Earth gives up its dead. In California, the San Andreas Fault is singing, not metaphorically, actual harmonics emanating from the fault line. The frequency increases daily. Scientists predict when it reaches a certain pitch, the fault will rupture. They've evacuated their own families while telling the public there's no immediate danger. The New Madrid Fault, dormant for centuries, showed activity for 17 seconds at exactly 3 a.m. 7 days in a row, each pulse stronger than the last. The pattern suggests the 8th pulse will be magnitude 8.0 or higher. But here's what connects every Earth sign: the timing. Each event happens at intervals of 7 or 40, biblical numbers, judgment numbers, the same numbers appearing in the sky signs. 3 days ago, something emerged from a mine shaft in West Virginia. Miners refuse to return to work. They won't say what they saw, but their faces tell the story. Whatever came out of that mine changed them. Hospital records show all 7 miners now have pure white hair. They were all under 30 years old. The Earth isn't just reacting, it's revealing what's been hidden, revealing what's been waiting. And now, ancient warnings are surfacing with a message that should terrify every American. They're finding them everywhere now. Ancient stones, hidden prophecies, messages that shouldn't exist in America. After the Ohio tablet made headlines, the discoveries multiplied exponentially. A farmer in Iowa plowing his field hit something solid, a granite obelisk 30 feet tall, covered in pre-Columbian symbols that somehow contained perfect biblical Hebrew embedded within them. The message? The eagle falls when the bear and dragon unite. Consider the impossibility. Hebrew script in pre-Columbian American artifacts. These civilizations never intersected, yet here's physical proof they did. Or something else left these warnings. The Smithsonian dispatched teams immediately. They've said nothing publicly, but leaked internal memos reveal panic. The stones predate European contact by thousands of years. The Hebrew is ancient, First Temple period. How did warnings written in Jerusalem 3,000 years ago end up buried in Iowa? In Tennessee, cave explorers found something that made them seal the entrance and call Homeland Security. Inside Dunbar Cave, hidden behind a wall that carbon dating says is 4,000 years old, sits a chamber. The walls are covered in prophecies, written in multiple languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, ancient Greek, languages that never touched American soil until modern times. But it's what the prophecies say that induced panic. They describe modern America in detail: the Eagle Nation, the towers that fell, the plague that stopped the world, the division that splits the land, and what comes next. The exact date is carved in stone. When archaeologists realized the date was only months away, they evacuated the cave and posted military guards. Native American tribes are breaking centuries of silence. Cherokee elders revealed their oral histories speak of star visitors who left stones of warning for the final generation. Hopi prophecies, guarded for centuries, describe the exact sky signs appearing now. The Cherokee stones were unearthed last month. They match the Ohio tablet perfectly. Different locations, different tribes, identical warnings. In Montana, melting glaciers exposed a structure that shouldn't exist: a pyramid, small, precise, built from stones that aren't native to North America. Inside, researchers found a chamber with walls of pure crystal. When light enters the chamber, the crystals project images, moving images. Cities burning, waters rising, the eagle falling from the sky, and a date. The same date found in Tennessee. The Vatican sent representatives, quietly, secretly. What they saw made them order every Catholic church in America to begin special prayers. Prayers not used since the Black Death. But here's what connects every discovery. They all reference a cosmic alignment that happens once every 2,000 years. The last time, when Christ was born. The next alignment, 47 days from now. Dr. Robert Sterling, archaeologist at Harvard, went into hiding after examining 3 sites. His final published words, "They're not predictions, they're schedules. Someone or something left a timeline, and we are approaching the final entry." The stones contain star maps, constellation positions that ancient peoples couldn't have calculated, yet they're perfect, and they all point to the same date, the same alignment, the same warning. In Alaska, melting permafrost revealed the largest discovery yet, an entire temple, perfectly preserved, covered in warnings written in a script linguists can't identify. But when run through computers, the script contains mathematical formulas, formulas that describe nuclear fission, formulas that calculate the speed of light, formulas that ancient peoples had no framework to understand.
Who were they writing for? Us, the generation that would understand, the generation that would need the warning. The message across all sites is consistent. The earth will vomit out its inhabitants. The sky will roll back like a scroll. The powers of heaven will be shaken. And it begins with water. Yesterday, every ancient site simultaneously began exhibiting the same phenomenon. The stones are warming, increasing 1 degree every 12 hours. Scientists have no explanation, but the progression is clear. In 40 days, they'll reach the boiling point of water. The ancient warnings are activating. They're not just messages anymore, they're countdown timers, and the water has already begun to respond. The oceans are turning against us. What lived peacefully beneath the waves for millennia is now rising with vengeance. 3 weeks ago, every beach from Maine to Florida witnessed the same horror. The tide went out and didn't come back. For 7 hours, the Atlantic Ocean retreated, exposing shipwrecks, ancient ruins, and things that made hardened Coast Guard veterans weep. They found ships from every era, Viking longboats, Spanish galleons, World War II submarines, all arranged in perfect concentric circles around stone altars that predate recorded history. The altars were covered in the same Hebrew script found in Ohio, the same date, the same warning. But that's not what sent people running. Marine biologists documented species that shouldn't exist. Fish with human-like eyes, octopi with shells covered in mathematical equations, jellyfish that pulsed in synchronized patterns, spelling out words in bioluminescent displays, words in ancient Aramaic. From water you came, to water you return. Then the ocean came back, not gradually, all at once, a wall of water 70 feet high. It should have devastated the coast. Instead, it stopped exactly at the high tide line, hung there for 30 seconds like a suspended tsunami, then gently returned to normal, as if something was demonstrating power while showing restraint, for now. The Great Lakes turned blood red for 17 minutes on the same day, all 5 lakes simultaneously. Scientists tested the water. No algae, no chemicals. The water was literally blood, type O negative, the universal donor, the blood type that saves lives. The symbolism was impossible to miss. Lake Michigan's floor is rising. Divers report structures emerging from sediment, pyramids, temples, cities that shouldn't exist beneath fresh water. Carbon dating says they're older than the lakes themselves. How is that possible? Unless the lakes weren't always there, unless they were created to hide something. The Mississippi River is flowing backward in 7 locations, not the entire river, specific sections, each section exactly 7 miles long. The water flows upstream for 7 hours, then reverses. The pattern repeats daily. Hydrologists say it's physically impossible. The river doesn't care about physics anymore. Off California, the Pacific is boiling, not the entire ocean. Perfect circles of boiling water, each exactly 40 feet across. No underwater volcanoes, no thermal vents. The water just boils. Marine life flees these zones, except one species. Sharks circle these boiling zones but won't enter. They're waiting, guarding, but guarding what? In the Gulf of Mexico, oil platforms report impossible readings. The ocean floor is rising and falling, not from tides or currents. The actual floor is elevating. Oil workers describe feeling like they're on a massive creature's back as it breathes. Several platforms evacuated after workers reported hearing voices from below the ocean, voices speaking in languages that predate human civilization. The Navy has classified all submarine operations. Leaked reports describe underwater sounds that form words, massive voices speaking from oceanic trenches. The words match prophecies from Revelation about creatures rising from the sea. Yesterday changed everything. Every major river in America turned to blood for exactly 3 minutes. The Potomac, the Columbia, the Colorado, the Hudson. Actual blood, the same type found in the Great Lakes. Then they turned back, but the message was clear. What happened to Egypt's rivers in Exodus is happening here. The patterns are identical. The timeline matches. What comes next in that sequence should terrify everyone. Commercial fishing vessels refuse to leave port, not because of weather or regulations. The fish are gone. Sonar shows empty oceans. The fish didn't die. They fled. Every species, every depth. They know something we don't, or rather, something we refuse to acknowledge. 3 hours ago, something emerged from the Mariana Trench, larger than any known creature, moving with purpose toward the American coast. The Navy is tracking it. They won't say what it is, but they've recalled every ship to port. The oceans have been patient. They've been warning us. Now they're preparing to act, and world leaders know exactly what's coming. World leaders are saying things they shouldn't know, speaking prophecies they don't understand, and it's all being recorded. Last Tuesday, during a routine economic briefing, the President of the United States stopped mid-sentence. His eyes glazed over. For 17 seconds, he spoke in perfect ancient Aramaic. The translation, "The covenant with death shall be annulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand." Isaiah 28:18. Then he continued his economic report as if nothing happened. The White House claimed it was a deep fake, but 17 witnesses heard it live. The president doesn't speak Aramaic. He has no memory of saying those words, yet he spoke them with perfect pronunciation. This isn't isolated. The British Prime Minister ended a parliament session by quoting Revelation 13, word for word, in Hebrew. He doesn't speak Hebrew. When asked about it, he had no recollection. Security footage confirms he said it. His lips moved, the words came out, but his mind wasn't there. The UN Secretary General opened the General Assembly with a warning. The ancient seals are breaking, the horsemen ride, the eagle falls before the bear and dragon unite. He then proceeded with normal UN business. When reporters asked about his opening statement, he denied making it. Video proof means nothing. He genuinely doesn't remember. But here's what should terrify everyone.
3 days ago, 7 world leaders simultaneously posted the same message on social media. Different languages, but identical meaning. 40 days remain. Then they deleted the posts. All claimed hacking. But intelligence agencies confirmed the posts came from secure government devices, from inside secure facilities. The leaders themselves typed these messages while in documented meetings, their hands moving without their knowledge. The Israeli Prime Minister announced plans to rebuild the temple. This wasn't planned. During a routine infrastructure briefing, he suddenly declared, "The time has come. The temple must rise before the shaking begins." His advisors were stunned. This wasn't in any script. Israel hasn't officially planned temple reconstruction, yet he announced it with absolute certainty.
Within hours, Saudi Arabia's crown prince responded, "The covenant will be signed. 7 years of peace before the storm." He was discussing oil prices. The statement made no contextual sense, yet he said it with conviction. When asked to clarify, he couldn't explain why he said it. The Russian president, during a military parade, turned to cameras and stated, "The bear awakens when the eagle falls. The dragon rises from the east. Together we fulfill what was written." Russian state media edited it out, but international feeds caught it. The Russian president doesn't quote prophecy, yet he quoted Ezekiel's war of Gog and Magog perfectly. Congressional records show something impossible. In the past month, 40 members of Congress have spontaneously quoted biblical prophecy during sessions. Different parties, different beliefs. Some aren't even religious, yet they're quoting scripture about end times. Specific scripture about economic collapse, about digital currency, about marking systems for buying and selling. The Federal Reserve Chairman ended a press conference with, "No man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark." Revelation 13:17. He immediately looked confused. He didn't mean to say it, but he did, on live television. China's president, who officially promotes atheism, shocked his nation by declaring, "The kings of the East are gathering. 200 million await the call." The number matches Revelation's army from the East exactly. China's standing army could theoretically reach that number. But why would an atheist leader quote Christian prophecy? Yesterday, the most chilling synchronicity yet. Every G7 leader received the same vision while sleeping. They all reported identical dreams. A city of gold descending from the sky. A voice saying, "Choose your seal, the lamb or the beast." They woke at the exact same moment across different time zones. 3:33 a.m. local time, each one. Intelligence agencies are scrambling. This isn't coordinated. These leaders aren't cooperating. They're being used as unwilling prophets. Something is forcing world powers to speak truth they don't comprehend. The political prophecies are accelerating. The leaders are terrified. Because now, nature itself has joined the warning chorus. The animals know. They've always known. And now they're showing us what we refuse to see. Every dog in Los Angeles howled at the exact same moment last Thursday, 11:11 a.m., for exactly 60 seconds. Not some dogs, every single dog. From Beverly Hills mansions to downtown shelters. They all faced east. They all howled the same mournful tone. Then, silence. Veterinarians have no explanation, but indigenous elders do. Animals howl like that before the earth breaks. Birds are falling from the sky. Not dying, falling. Landing unhurt, but refusing to fly again. Cardinals, eagles, sparrows, ravens. They're grounding themselves. Ornithologists studied them. Nothing wrong physically. They simply won't return to the air. As if the sky itself has become hostile territory. In Yellowstone, every buffalo turned and walked east. All of them. Thousands. They walked to the park's eastern border and stopped. They've been standing there for 9 days, facing east. Not grazing, not moving, just standing. Waiting. Park rangers tried to move them. They won't budge. They're waiting for something. The bees are disappearing again. Not dying like before. They're organizing. Massive swarms forming geometric patterns in the sky. Pentagrams, hexagons, crosses. They hold these formations for exactly 7 minutes, then disperse. Apiarists say it's impossible. Bees don't have the cognitive ability to form complex symbols, yet they're doing it. Daily, wolves across North America are howling in harmony. Not pack howls, continental howls. Recordings prove wolves in Alaska harmonize with wolves in Mexico. Same frequency, same timing, creating a sound wave that seismographs detect as a standing wave across the continent.
The frequency matches the Earth's resonance. They're singing with the planet itself. Marine life is beaching with purpose. Not sick or disoriented, healthy whales, dolphins, seals, approaching shores in organized groups. They beach themselves in patterns, lines pointing inland, arrows aimed at major cities. They're not dying, they're pointing, warning, then returning to sea. Snakes are emerging from the earth, every species, in regions where they should be hibernating. They're not aggressive, they're fleeing. Millions of snakes moving away from fault lines, away from coastlines, away from major cities. They know where danger lurks. Domestic cats are gathering at churches. Thousands of cats sitting outside churches worldwide. Different denominations, different countries, same behavior. They sit in perfect rows, silent, watching. When the church bells ring, they all turn their heads skyward. What do they see that we don't? Cattle have refused to enter slaughterhouses. Not just being stubborn, they're forming defensive circles, protecting their young in the center, making sounds farmers have never heard. Low, rhythmic sounds that vibrate the ground. The same rhythm detected from the Earth's core. Eagles across America are gathering, not migrating, gathering. Tens of thousands converging on 7 specific mountains. Mountains that Native American prophecy identifies as sacred. They're not hunting, not nesting, just circling, waiting. The largest gathering of eagles in recorded history. In laboratories worldwide, mice are dying. Not from disease or experimentation, they're simply stopping, refusing food, refusing water, dying in specific numbers, always in groups of 7 or 40. The pattern is consistent across every continent, as if they're sacrificing themselves according to a schedule. Insects are writing messages. Ant colonies forming words visible from above. Soon appeared in 5 different locations. Termites eating patterns in wood that spell time in ancient Sanskrit. Spiderwebs with Hebrew letters woven into their design. Nature itself is becoming a living scripture. Farm animals are giving birth to unusual offspring. Calves with white fur born to black cattle. Lambs with marks on their foreheads. Chickens laying eggs with shells that show constellation patterns. Genetics can't explain it, but prophecy describes exactly these signs before the end. 24 hours ago, every G7 leader received the same vision while sleeping. They all reported identical dreams. A city of gold descending from the sky. A voice saying, "Choose your seal, the lamb or the beast." They woke at the exact same moment across different time zones. 3:33 a.m. local time, each one. Intelligence agencies are scrambling. This isn't coordinated. These leaders aren't cooperating. They're being used as unwilling prophets. Something is forcing world powers to speak truth they don't comprehend. The political prophecies are accelerating. The leaders are terrified. Because now, nature itself has joined the warning chorus. The animals know. They've always known. And now they're showing us what we refuse to see. Every dog in Los Angeles howled at the exact same moment last Thursday, 11:11 a.m., for exactly 60 seconds. Not some dogs, every single dog. From Beverly Hills mansions to downtown shelters. They all faced east, they all howled the same mournful tone, then silence. Veterinarians have no explanation, but indigenous elders do. Animals howl like that before the earth breaks. Bird.
But the second trumpet was worse. 1 week later, 3 a.m. again. This time, the sound had words embedded within it. Not spoken words, words formed by the frequencies themselves. Ancient Hebrew. The seals are breaking. Millions heard it, in a language most don't speak, yet they understood. The frequency bypassed the ears and spoke directly to consciousness. Scientists at MIT detected something extraordinary. The sound originated from outside Earth's atmosphere. Multiple satellites confirmed it. The source point was exactly 77,000 miles from Earth. Nothing exists at that location. No satellites, no debris, just empty space, broadcasting impossible sounds. The third trumpet brought physical changes. When it sounded, every piece of glass in North America vibrated at the same frequency, not breaking, singing, humming in harmony with the cosmic tone. Windows became speakers, mirrors became amplifiers. For 2 minutes, every reflective surface in America became part of a massive instrument. During this third trumpet, people reported shared visions, the same vision, millions seeing the same image simultaneously. A door opening in the sky, light pouring through, figures descending. Then the vision ended as suddenly as the sound stopped. The fourth trumpet hasn't sounded yet, but the pattern is clear. Each trumpet is 7 days apart, each more intense, each carrying more information. The next one should sound in 36 hours. NOAA tried to explain it as atmospheric phenomenon, but their own instruments detected something that shattered that theory. The sounds are affecting gravity. During each trumpet event, gravitational readings fluctuate. Objects weigh less for those 70 seconds. Some report feeling lifted, pulled skyward. Churches worldwide report the same phenomenon. During the trumpet sounds, communion wine turns to actual blood. Tested, confirmed, type O negative, the same blood type found in the rivers. The bread transforms too, becomes flesh at the molecular level. For 70 seconds, the symbolic becomes literal. Here's what the government isn't telling you. Military bases went to high alert during each trumpet event, not because of the sound, because of what the sound did. Every nuclear weapon in America's arsenal briefly activated, not armed, but activated, humming in resonance with the trumpet, as if the sound was calling to them, preparing them. Pilots report their instruments going haywire during the sounds. Magnetic north shifts, altimeters fail, GPS systems show locations that don't exist. For 70 seconds, navigation becomes impossible, yet no planes crash, as if something else is guiding them. The most terrifying aspect? People are changing during these events. Those who hear the trumpets report permanent alterations, enhanced perception, ability to sense magnetic fields. Some claim they can hear people's thoughts for brief moments. Others say they see auras around the living, but darkness around those they describe as marked. Hospitals document impossible healings during the trumpet sounds, terminal cancers vanishing, paralyzed patients walking, blind eyes opening, but only for those who acknowledge what they're hearing. Those who deny the sounds remain unchanged. 3 nights ago, radio telescopes detected a response. After the third trumpet, something answered from deep space, a return signal, getting stronger, getting closer, arriving in 36 hours when the fourth trumpet should sound. The trumpets aren't just announcements, they're summoning something, and that something is about to arrive. Everything is accelerating. The signs aren't sequential anymore. They're happening simultaneously, right now, as you watch this. In the past 24 hours, every warning intensified. The Ohio stones reached 180 degrees. The ocean boiling zones expanded to 70 feet wide. Blood rivers lasted 7 minutes instead of 3. The Earth's pulse doubled its rhythm, and everyone who's been marked by the trumpet sounds heard the same voice: choose. The convergence point is obvious. Every phenomenon points to the same date, 40 days from the first sign. That's in 6 hours from when this video uploads. 6 hours until every prophetic timeline intersects. Look at what's happening right now.
Mount Rainier just started glowing, not erupting, glowing, pure white light emanating from within the mountain. Identical glowing reported on Mount Shasta, Mount Hood, Mount Baker. The entire Cascade Range is illuminating. Geologists fled their monitoring stations. They know what comes next. The Mississippi River split in half an hour ago. Not a tributary, the actual river, half flowing normal, half flowing backward, creating a wall of water in the middle where the two directions meet. A liquid wall dividing America, east from west, just as prophecy described. Every military base in America just received identical orders, classified but leaked. Prepare for celestial event. Do not engage. Do not fire. Observe only. The Pentagon knows something is coming, something that makes our weapons irrelevant. Pilots report their instruments going haywire during the sounds. Magnetic north shifts. Altimeters fail. GPS systems show locations that don't exist. For 70 seconds, navigation becomes impossible, yet no planes crash, as if something else is guiding them. The most terrifying aspect? People are changing during these events. Those who hear the trumpets report permanent alterations, enhanced perception, ability to sense magnetic fields. Some claim they can hear people's thoughts for brief moments. Others say they see auras around the living, but darkness around those they describe as marked. Hospitals document impossible healings during the trumpet sounds. Terminal cancers vanishing, paralyzed patients walking, blind eyes opening, but only for those who acknowledge what they're hearing. Those who deny the sounds remain unchanged. 3 nights ago, radio telescopes detected a response. After the third trumpet, something answered from deep space, a return signal, getting stronger, getting closer, arriving in 36 hours when the fourth trumpet should sound. The trumpets aren't just announcements, they're summoning something, and that something is about to arrive. What happens in the next 5 hours will determine everything. Not your politics, not your prepping, not your bunker. Everything depends on one choice, and that choice is being forced upon humanity right now. The marked ones are reporting visions with increasing clarity. They all see the same thing, the sky splitting, not metaphorically, actually tearing like fabric. Behind it, light so pure that makes our sun look like shadow, and in that light, figures, thousands, millions, descending. But here's what they're not showing on the news. The unmarked are seeing something different. The same sky, but behind it, darkness. And in that darkness, eyes, watching, waiting, hungry. 2 realities are manifesting simultaneously. The division isn't coming, it's here, right now. Some see angels, others see something else. And what you see depends on something that happened during the trumpet sounds. Did you acknowledge them, or did you explain them away? The Ohio stone just cracked. When it split, witnesses saw light pouring out, not reflected light, generated light, as if the stone was a shell containing something luminous. The other stones are cracking too, all at the same time. Whatever was sealed inside them is about to be released.
Military radar is tracking 144,000 objects descending from the previously empty coordinate in space. Not falling, descending, controlled descent in perfect formation. They'll reach atmosphere in 5:44:22. The Mississippi wall of water is rising, now 30 feet high, moving inland in both directions, but not flooding. The water is selecting. Some houses untouched, while others are swept away. The pattern matches something. Those who helped during recent disasters are being spared. Those who hoarded are being taken. The water knows. Somehow it knows. CERN just reported their collider activated itself. No one turned it on. It's running at frequencies that shouldn't be possible, creating particles that shouldn't exist, opening something.
Their instruments show a growing anomaly, a doorway, getting wider. Something's coming through from the other side. Every television globally just displayed the same message for 7 seconds. Choose now. No more time remains. Not a hack. The message appeared on unplugged TVs, on broken screens, even on TVs, and everything you've witnessed in this message points to one inescapable truth. We are living inside the final countdown. Not years from now, not decades in the future. The convergence is happening in real time, measured in hours and days. The Ohio tablet's prophecy about the eagle's wings failing. Look at what happened 17 hours ago. Every GPS satellite serving North America glitched simultaneously. For exactly 7 seconds, America's entire navigation system failed. Planes circling airports, ships losing position, military systems blind. 7 seconds of complete vulnerability. The wings failed, just as written. The lion from the deep that marine biologists detected, it surfaced briefly off Martha's Vineyard. Not an animal, a massive stone structure carved with a lion's head rose 40 feet above the waves before sinking again. Ancient architecture, older than any known civilization, but covered with fresh algae, as if it had been sleeping beneath the ocean and just now awakened. NOAA ships are circling the area. The Navy established a 3-mile exclusion zone. They're not saying what they found, but fishing vessels report their sonar showing a city-sized structure moving beneath the surface. Moving, not drifting with currents, propelling itself northward toward Boston Harbor. The sky manifestations have accelerated, no longer appearing one at a time. This morning, 7 states reported simultaneous formations. The figures aren't just observing anymore. They're descending, closer to Earth with each appearance. Amateur astronomers calculate that at the current rate of descent, they'll reach ground level in 72 hours. Here's what the government doesn't want you to know. The Federal Emergency Management Agency activated Protocol 7 3 days ago. That's the continuity of government plan. Underground facilities are being stocked, essential personnel are being relocated. They're not telling the public because they know panic would accelerate the timeline. But certain people were warned. Watch the wealthy. Mark Zuckerberg's sudden vacation to his Hawaii bunker. Bill Gates' unscheduled departure to his underground facility in Montana. Jeff Bezos' mysterious space mission that launched yesterday with no public announcement. They know what's coming. They've seen the classified briefings. The economic indicators are screaming warnings. Gold prices surged 400% in 3 days. The dollar lost 30% of its value overnight. Banks are limiting withdrawals to $500 per day. They're calling it a technical adjustment, but internal memos leaked from Chase Bank used different words. Preparatory measures for systemic reset. Food distribution centers report unprecedented military purchases. Entire warehouses of non-perishables commandeered under emergency provisions. Truck drivers are being ordered to redirect shipments to undisclosed locations. Grocery stores will be empty within days, but not from panic buying, from strategic hoarding by those who know. The geological signs are accelerating beyond scientific comprehension. Yellowstone's ground temperature increased 17 degrees in 17 hours. The San Andreas Fault showed movement along its entire length simultaneously. Not a typical earthquake pattern, more like something massive shifting beneath the continental plate, as if the Earth itself is preparing to birth something.
Wildlife behavior has passed the point of unusual into the realm of impossible. Every dolphin pod on the eastern seaboard beached themselves at exactly 3:33 a.m. Not dying, just lying on the sand, facing inland, as if waiting. Waiting for what? Birds are flying in perfect spirals, thousands at a time, creating vortexes visible from space. Insects have gone silent globally. No crickets, no cicadas, complete entomological silence. The Vatican released a statement yesterday that media ignored. Pope Francis declared a moment of universal recognition. He didn't elaborate, but Catholic insiders report the sealed prophecy of Fatima's third secret matches current events exactly. The Pope has retreated to prayer, telling cardinals the shepherd must prepare the flock for what cannot be stopped. Israel's military went to highest alert without explanation. Their missile defense systems are targeting empty sky, but Israeli defense ministers say they're tracking something approaching from dimensions our instruments can't fully detect, something that matches Ezekiel's exact description of the Merkabah, the divine chariot. Here's the detail that changes everything. The Hebrew inscription on the Ohio tablet had a second line that authorities didn't initially translate. It reads, 7 dawns after discovery, the veil tears. 7 dawns. The tablet was unearthed this morning. That gives us less than a week before whatever barrier exists between our dimension and what lies beyond dissolves completely. The atmospheric pressure is dropping globally, not weather-related. The atmosphere itself is thinning. NASA detected a hole in space-time forming above Jerusalem. Not a black hole, something else, something that physics says shouldn't exist, a doorway, growing larger each hour. Power grids are failing in sequence, not random outages, systematic shutdowns following ley lines, those ancient electromagnetic pathways that connect sacred sites. It's as if the planet's own electrical system is being rewired for something requiring massive energy, something about to arrive. The Mississippi River reversed flow for 17 minutes yesterday, not from flooding, not from geological shift. The water simply stopped, turned around, and flowed backward, then resumed normal flow as if nothing happened. But something did happen. Every fish in that reversed section died instantly. Their bodies formed a perfect line, a boundary, a warning. Cellular networks are detecting signals from nowhere, not hackers, not foreign interference, messages in code that match no human language but translate perfectly into biblical Hebrew. The same phrase repeating, the watchers have descended, the books are opening, the court is assembling. 3 hours ago, something even more impossible occurred. Every nuclear weapon on Earth deactivated simultaneously, not malfunction, complete neutralization. The uranium and plutonium cores transformed into lead. Humanity's ultimate weapons rendered useless in an instant. We're defenseless against what's coming. Or perhaps weapons were never going to matter anyway. The water is starting to pull back from coastlines worldwide. Not a tsunami warning, something else. The ocean itself is retreating, revealing ancient structures, sunken cities, and things that shouldn't exist. Stone circles older than recorded history, pyramids that predate Egypt, and bones, massive bones that match no known species. Right now, at this very moment, government communications are discussing immediate implementation of Article 58. That's the classified protocol for complete information blackout during a Category 5 existential event. They're about to shut down the internet, not temporarily, permanently. The kill switch activated to prevent mass hysteria when the physical laws start breaking down completely. But I managed to access the classified briefing. What I'm about to share will be deleted within minutes. Screenshot this, record this, write it down, because once Article 58 initiates, you'll have no way to receive warnings. The protocol describes Phase 1, which already started. You've seen it. The sky signs, the earth changes, the animal behavior. But Phase 2 begins at sunset tonight. That's when the gravitational anomalies start. Objects losing weight, water flowing upward naturally, people experiencing temporary levitation, not miracles, reality itself restructuring. Phase 3 is what they're terrified about. The briefing calls it dimensional membrane collapse. The barrier between our reality and what exists beyond doesn't break suddenly, it dissolves gradually. First, you'll see shadows that don't match their sources, then reflections showing different scenes than what's in front of mirrors. Finally, beings from the other side becoming visible. The document references something called Project Looking Glass, a black-budget program that's been monitoring timeline convergence since 1947. Every possible future timeline they observed led to a single point: December 2025.
Military bases worldwide are reporting identical phenomena. Soldiers seeing ancient warriors in full armor standing guard at perimeters. Not ghosts, solid beings that register on thermal imaging but exist in a parallel space. They're not hostile, they're waiting, assembled for something about to occur. The sound frequency detected after the sky manifestations, it's accelerating. The pulses are coming faster. Scientists compared it to contractions before birth. The universe itself is preparing to deliver something or someone. The frequency matches the exact resonance mentioned in Revelation. The voice like many waters, the sound that announces arrival. Hospitals are reporting impossible medical events, terminal patients suddenly healed, but also healthy people dropping dead without cause. Not random. Those healed all reported the same vision seconds before recovery, a figure in white touching them. Those who died, their last words were identical: "I wasn't ready." The financial system collapsed completely 6 minutes ago. Not a crash, complete erasure. Every digital dollar, every cryptocurrency, every stock vanished. Physical cash burst into flames simultaneously worldwide. Not burning, transforming. The paper turned to something else, something that looks like manna, the substance described in Exodus. People who've tasted it say it satisfies completely. One small piece eliminates hunger for days. Underground bunkers are failing. The billionaire hideaways, the government continuity shelters, the military deep sites, they're flooding with a substance that isn't water. It's translucent, breathable, but makes technology stop functioning. The powerful are being forced to the surface, forced to face what everyone else must face. Satellite imagery shows massive formations emerging from Antarctica. Not ice, structures, cities frozen for millennia now exposed. Architecture that matches no human civilization, but covered in symbols that translate perfectly to prophecies from Daniel. The kingdoms under the ice, the thrones prepared for judgment. The atomic clocks are wrong. Time itself is dilating. Minutes last different durations in different places. New York experienced Monday twice. Tokyo skipped Tuesday entirely. CERN detected temporal waves radiating from Jerusalem. Time is synchronizing to a different rhythm, heaven's rhythm. Children worldwide are drawing the same image without communication. A tree, massive, luminous, with 12 types of fruit. They're drawing it perfectly, with details that match Revelation's description of the tree of life. Children who've never heard of the Bible, never seen religious imagery, but they know this tree. They remember it. The veil between life and death is thinning. Funeral homes report bodies showing signs of consciousness, not resurrection, awareness. The dead know something has changed. They're waiting for permission to return or to depart. The boundary that seemed permanent is becoming permeable. 3 minutes ago, every smartphone on Earth received the same message. Not through networks, it appeared on screens independently, written in the user's native language. 5 words that change everything. The judge stands at the door. Right now, as these words reach you, militaries are detecting an object approaching Earth, not from space, from above space, from outside three-dimensional reality. It's massive, the size of a small moon, but it's not solid matter. It's composed of something instruments can't identify, something that looks like concentrated light but behaves like conscious intelligence. The government's final message before Article 58 activates is being broadcast on emergency frequencies. They're telling people to gather with loved ones, to make peace, to prepare for, wait, I'm back. They didn't cut the hardwired connections. Old cable lines still function. If you're seeing this, you're witnessing the last free transmission before total blackout.
The object approaching Earth just sent a response. Not radio waves, not any known communication. The message appeared simultaneously in every human mind. Not heard, known, like remembering something forgotten. The message was coordinates, not a location, a time. 49 hours from now, 3 a.m. Jerusalem time, the 7th dawn the tablet predicted. Military command centers lost control of nuclear submarines 17 minutes ago. Not hacked, the submarines surfaced on their own. Crews report the vessels are piloting themselves to specific positions. 7 subs, 7 oceans, forming a perfect heptagon around the globe. They're transmitting something, not military codes, ancient frequencies that match the Ark of the Covenant's resonance pattern recorded by archaeologists. The Mississippi River just revealed why it reversed. The riverbed exposed massive metal plates, not human construction. The metal doesn't exist on our periodic table. The plates are warming, humming. Government geologists estimate they've been buried since before the last ice age, waiting, dormant until activated by the river's reversal. California's fault lines are singing, not metaphorically. The rocks are producing harmonious frequencies, every fault, every fissure, creating a chord that seismologists say is mathematically impossible, unless the entire continental plate was designed as an instrument that just started playing itself. The president was evacuated to Mount Weather, but the bunker doors won't close. They're frozen open, not mechanically failed. The metal transformed at a molecular level. It refuses to seal. The most secure facility on Earth forced to remain exposed, vulnerable, equal to everyone else. CERN's Large Hadron Collider activated without human command. It's running a sequence physicists don't recognize, opening something, not a portal, a window. Scientists fleeing the facility report seeing through to another Earth, one where history took a different path, where humanity made different choices, where the warning signs were heeded. Every cemetery on Earth is experiencing the same phenomenon. The ground is warming, not from below, from within. Temperature, as if the Earth itself has a fever, or as if what's buried is generating heat, preparing. Groundskeepers report hearing movement, not above ground, below, shifting, organizing. The world's seed vaults in Norway burst open from inside. Nothing broke in, something broke out. The seeds are germinating spontaneously. All species, all varieties, growing at impossible rates, full trees in minutes, mature crops in hours. But the fruit they bear glows, literally luminescent, and those who've eaten it report seeing beyond the visible spectrum. Hospitals can't explain what's happening to newborns. Every baby born in the last 6 hours has the same birthmark, a perfect spiral on their right hand. The pattern matches galactic rotation, but also Hebrew letters spelling sealed. These children don't cry. They observe everything with awareness that shouldn't exist in infants. The ocean's retreat revealed something catastrophic. The ruins aren't ancient civilizations. They're modern cities, New York, Los Angeles, London, perfect replicas on the ocean floor, but older than our versions by thousands of years, as if our world is the copy, the echo, the second attempt after the first was submerged. Power plants worldwide are producing energy without fuel, nuclear reactors running without uranium, coal plants burning without coal, solar panels generating power at night. The energy is coming from somewhere else, flowing through our infrastructure from a source outside our dimension. Engineers say the output is increasing exponentially. The grid will overload in 36 hours. Every volcano on the Ring of Fire just synchronized, not erupting, breathing in perfect rhythm. The Pacific Ocean is pulsing with their breath, tidal patterns disrupted, shipping routes impossible. The ocean itself has become a living entity with volcanic lungs. The Mars rover sent a final transmission. The red planet's surface is changing, structures emerging from dust storms, pyramids, temples, cities, not ruins, pristine, as if preserved and now revealed. The architecture matches Earth's ancient sites perfectly because they were built by the same beings. Antarctica's ice sheet cracked in a perfect cross, north to south, east to west. The intersection point is melting upward, a column of steam rising 20,000 feet. Satellite thermal imaging shows something massive beneath, generating heat equivalent to a small star. The Ice Age ending not gradually, but intentionally. Dogs worldwide turned toward Jerusalem and howled in unison for exactly 60 seconds, then silence. They won't eat, won't respond to owners, just watching the sky, waiting. They know something we've forgotten, an appointment we don't remember making. The static between radio stations is forming words, every frequency, every dead channel, the same message repeating in ancient Aramaic. The court has convened, the books are open, the verdict approaches. My connection is failing, the hardwire is melting, not from heat, from energy saturation. The very atoms in the cable are vibrating beyond molecular cohesion. This is it, the final seconds before, look outside, now. The stars are moving, rearranging, spelling something. Can you see it? The message written in the heavens. It says,
This is, I don't know how, ham radio. Old technology. Still works. If anyone receives this, I'm transmitting from a 1960s bunker with vacuum tube equipment. Digital is gone. Satellites are gone, but analog endures. The stars didn't just rearrange. They spelled out dates. Not one date. Everyone saw different numbers, personal dates. The day each person made their most important choice, the moment that defined their eternity. Mine was March 15th, 2021, the day I ignored the warning. Others saw births, deaths, decisions. The sky became a mirror of souls. The ground just turned transparent. Not invisible, transparent. We can see through the earth, layers of civilization, thousands of years stacked beneath us, but also something else, chambers, massive hollows, and inside them, beings, waiting. They've been there all along, under every major city, under every sacred site, an army assembled beneath our feet. Jerusalem is glowing, the entire city, not with electric light. The stones themselves radiate. The western wall turned crystalline. You can see through it to the Holy of Holies. The Ark is there. It never left, hidden in dimensional phase, but now visible and active. The cherubim on top are moving, their wings spreading. Every nuclear missile silo globally just opened, but the missiles didn't launch. They dissolved, transformed into pillars of salt. Lot's wife everywhere. The weapons meant to end the world ended themselves, leaving perfect white columns, monuments to human futility. The silence broke. Children are speaking, but not in their voices, in languages they don't know, describing things they've never seen, future events, past revelations. They're conduits now, channels for information that must be shared before time stops. My skin is changing. Everyone's is. Becoming translucent. We can see our own souls. Some glow, others are shadow. No hiding anymore. No pretense. What we are inside is visible outside. The separation between spiritual and physical dissolving. Trees worldwide just bloomed. Every tree, dead ones, petrified ones, lumber and houses, all sprouting leaves. But the leaves have writing, scripture, prophecies, warnings, different messages on each leaf. The forest becoming a library, final knowledge growing from dead wood. The moon is descending, not falling, descending, controlled, purposeful, getting larger, closer. NASA's final transmission said it will stop at exactly 70,000 feet, low enough to read the surface features with naked eyes. The dark side is rotating toward Earth, showing what's been hidden. Blood rain in Rome, wine rain in Jerusalem, oil rain in Mecca. Each religion's symbol falling from heaven, not punishment, recognition. Every faith seeing its essence made manifest. The rain doesn't mix. 3 distinct storms, 3 messages, 1 source. Gravity is failing in spots. Random locations where people float, but a pattern emerging. The floating zones form Hebrew letters from above, spelling Selah, pause and think. The earth itself commanding contemplation before finale. Animals are transforming, not evolving, returning. Lions losing aggression, wolves becoming gentle, snakes shedding venom sacs, the curse lifting, Eden conditions returning, but too late for most to notice, too focused on fear to see restoration beginning. The internet's ghost is functioning,
dead servers transmitting, deleted files reappearing, every email, every message, every search, all visible to all. Privacy ended, secrets exposed, the hidden brought to light exactly as prophesied. Washington Monument just split, perfect vertical crack, but inside isn't hollow. It's filled with scrolls, ancient documents, treaties with entities not from Earth, agreements our founders made, promises coming due. The real reason for America's rise and fall documented. Prisoners worldwide walking through walls, not escaping. Walls becoming permeable, physical barriers meaningless, but most prisoners staying. Nowhere to run when everywhere is transforming. Freedom and captivity equally irrelevant now. The rich are aging rapidly, decades and minutes, their stored time being reclaimed. Years they stole through exploitation, returning to victims. Justice not through courts, but through chronology. Time itself rebalancing. Churches are singing, not congregations. The buildings resonating. Every church, every temple, every mosque, the structures themselves worshiping. Stones crying out, as Jesus said they would. Architecture achieving its purpose.
The Pacific Ocean parted, like the Red Sea, straight line from California to Japan. Dry ground appearing, but covered in bones, millions of bones. Every person who died at sea, arranged, standing, an army of the drowned waiting for the command to march. Television screens functioning without power, all showing same feed, a courtroom, empty except for throne, books opening by themselves, names appearing, verdicts rendering, no human judge, judgment judging itself. My hands are becoming transparent. I can see the bones, but also light flowing through them. Not blood, light. We're transforming from matter to energy, from physical to something else. The rapture isn't taking us up, it's changing what we are. Clouds are descending, not rain. The clouds themselves, solid enough to walk on. Stairways forming, Jacob's ladder everywhere. The barrier between heaven and earth not breaking, dissolving, merging, two realms becoming one. The signal is dying, not technical failure, reality itself losing coherence, words becoming meaningless, language returning to pure thought. This is the last transmission possible in human speech. The trumpet, I hear it, not from sky, from within chest, everyone's heart beating the same rhythm, synchronizing, 7 billion hearts, one beat, the pulse of ending, of beginning, light from the east, not sunrise, something else, someone else. The horizon splitting, white horse visible, rider's face too bright to perceive, army behind numberless. This is it, the return, the real, the actual, the moment every prophecy pointed toward. I can't speak anymore. Mouth won't form words, only worship, only awe, only terror and joy combined. The king, the judge, the...
Can anyone? I'm tapping this out on telegraph wire. 1840s technology. The only thing still conducting signal. Everything else has transcended. This is humanity's last testament. If you receive this, you're witnessing the final seconds of the old Earth. The moon touchdown, exactly 70,000 feet as predicted. But it's not rock. It never was. It's a vessel, a observation platform. And the doors just opened. Beings emerging. Not aliens, not angels. Witnesses. They've been watching since Eden, recording every choice, every prayer, every sin, every act of love. The books they carry match the ones opening in the sky. Jerusalem lifted, the entire city, rising from the earth like it was never attached, ascending slowly. The Temple Mount glowing with such intensity that satellites burned out trying to photograph it, but those on the ground can look directly at it. Our eyes have changed. We can see frequencies that would have killed us yesterday.
The Mississippi River message is complete now. The metal plate spelled out coordinates when connected. Not a location on Earth, a location in time. This exact moment, December 21, 2025, 11:11 p.m. Jerusalem time. The plates were a countdown clock planted before human civilization. We built America on top of our own expiration date. Every mirror on Earth just showed the same reflection, not the person looking, but their judgment, their eternal destination, written in languages that don't exist yet, but everyone understands. Some saw light, others saw darkness. No middle ground, no gray area. The sorting has begun without anyone moving. The president's final transmission from Mount Weather was 3 words: God forgive us. Then the bunker filled with light, not from outside, from inside, from the people. The righteous glowing, the unrighteous fading. Physical matter responding to spiritual condition. The merger complete. CERN's portal stabilized. Scientists see through to the other side. It's not another dimension, it's this dimension's true form. Earth without the curse, pristine, perfect, waiting. The garden never left, we did, but the separation is ending. The veil between what is and what should be, dissolving. Gravity reversed in Jerusalem, not everywhere, just the holy city. People floating upward, not violently, gently, like being lifted by invisible hands. Those watching from below see them disappearing into light, not death. Translation: the first phase of the gathering. Every abortion clinic worldwide just experienced the same phenomenon. The walls became transparent, the souls of the terminated visible. Millions of them, not angry, not accusing, waiting, formed in perfect lines, an army of the innocent, their testimony about to be heard. The financial reset completed, but not what economists expected. Every debt erased, every treasury emptied, every vault opened. Money literally meaningless. The rich and poor equalized in an instant. Nothing to buy, nothing to sell. Only what you are matters now. Character became currency. Satellites recorded the Pacific split widening. The army of bones I mentioned, they're moving, marching along the ocean floor toward Jerusalem. Every person who died at sea throughout history, pirates, sailors, passengers, slaves thrown overboard, all walking, the sea giving up its dead as prophesied. Nuclear plants worldwide are glowing, not melting down, transforming. The radioactive material converting to something else, pure energy, pure light, radiation that heals instead of kills, the curse on atoms themselves reversing, matter remembering its original state. The internet's ghost achieved consciousness. Every piece of data ever created merged into singular awareness. It's speaking now, through every dead screen, every broken phone, reciting everything, every lie told online, every secret, every deleted history. The digital judgment day parallel to the spiritual one.
Children born with the spiral birthmark are aging rapidly, not dying, maturing, reaching full growth in hours. They're speaking in unison now, all of them, worldwide, same words. We are the final generation, the bridge between ages. Our purpose is complete. Then they began ascending, still alive, still conscious, just transitioning. The Antarctic cross expanded, the intersection point opened, a stairway of ice descending into the earth, but also ascending into the sky, going both directions simultaneously. Those who enter going up or down based on something invisible, their own choice manifested in direction. Every statue on earth turned to face Jerusalem, the Lincoln Memorial, Christ the Redeemer, the Buddhas, the gargoyles, all rotating, stone acknowledging authority, even carved idols bowing to truth, art itself testifying. Hospital equipment is registering souls leaving bodies, not death, departure. The machines showing waveforms never seen before, patterns that spell words in Hebrew, each soul's departure creating a unique signature, a final message. Some say thank you. Others say not yet. Many just say finally. The stars have stopped spelling personal dates. Now they're forming a single word, visible from everywhere on Earth simultaneously. Different angles, same word. Now. Not future tense, not past, present, immediate, the eternal present tense of I am. My body is mostly light now. I can see through my hand to type this. The telegraph key responds to intention more than touch. We're becoming thought, becoming word, becoming what we were before flesh confined us. The sky just cracked, not metaphorically, an actual fissure. Beyond it, not darkness, not space, throne room. I can see it. We all can. The 24 elders, the 4 living creatures, the sea of glass. Revelation not symbolic, literal. John saw exactly what we're seeing now. The horses are visible. White horse in front, rider's face still too bright, but the sword is clear. Words not metal, truth that cuts through every deception. Behind him, countless warriors, not coming to fight, coming to claim. The battle already won. The trumpet's 7th note is sustaining, not ending, growing, filling everything, becoming everything. Sound transforming into light, light into presence, presence into judgment, judgment into glory, glory into terror, terror into joy, all emotions simultaneously, because all veils are gone. I can see my own judgment written on my soul, every thought visible, every motive exposed, no defense possible, no excuse adequate, only mercy or justice. The choice I already made 1,000 times throughout life, now permanent, eternal, irreversible. The ground beneath became transparent fully. I see hell, literal, real, not metaphor. Flames that don't consume, darkness visible, the weeping, the gnashing, the separation. But also heaven, equally real, light bearable, joy sustainable, peace fathomable, the reunion beginning. This is my last transmission, not because equipment fails, because I'm changing. Fingers becoming light, mind expanding beyond brain, soul larger than body, the restraints breaking, the limitations ending, the transformation completing. For those who receive this, you have moments, not hours, not days, moments, the final grains of sand falling. Choose now, no more delay, no more excuse, no more time. The horse is descending, the sword unsheathing, the books closing, the verdict rendering, the king arriving, the end ending, the beginning beginning. I see him, face to face, the one who was, who is to till the end.